What we have in front of us is a series of fire extinguishers that were made throughout the years. There are several different extinguishing agents that you see displayed here. Everything from carbon tetrachloride to powder to soda acid, a soda acid extinguisher, which is just water and soda and sulfuric acid. The most prominent type of fire extinguisher that you'll see is a soda acid fire extinguisher, and this one is still full. But this simply consists of 2.5 gallons of water mixed with a pound box of baking soda, and right in the top here you have a cage that sets right down on the threads here, and that cage contains a small bottle of sulfuric acid. And what happens when you have a fire, you grab this extinguisher, you turn it upside down, you'll notice that the hose comes off the top and not the bottom. You turn it upside down, and when you turn it upside down, the sulfuric acid mixes with the soda water, creates CO2 gas, which pressurizes the water that's inside, and you could throw a stream of water from here to the end of the building. Now, it doesn't last long. It's only 2.5 gallons of water, but these were the fire extinguishers that you saw most often for a number of years. These are just powder extinguishers that you just take, open the can, and just throw them at the fire. This is the same thing. These are carbon tetrachloride extinguishers. Now, these are a different animal. They are all the same thing, regardless of the way, of the configuration of the container. These things would hang out in the open in a building, and I assume that's the reason they are configured differently, so that they would be more appealing to look at. But they all contain carbon tetrachloride. The issue with carbon tetrachloride, was outlawed as an extinguishing agent in the early 50s. Carbon tetrachloride, when it is heated, will convert to phosgene gas. Phosgene gas, a couple of breaths of phosgene gas will kill you. So you could throw the bottle of carbon tetrachloride, hopefully it'd put the fire out, but as the carbon tetrachloride converted to a vapor, if you inhaled that vapor, it had the potential to kill you. So they were outlawed years ago. Most of these things are very thin glass, but the intent here is you could hang this on a wall, and if you had a trash can here, there is a mechanism here just like a sprinkler head. With this thing hanging above a trash can or a piece of machinery or whatever, when a fire started, it would melt this fusible link here. There is a spring back here holding back a pin. When that solder melts, that pin comes out and breaks this, and the liquid goes down. The other way that you use these things is to simply throw them. Again, it is very thin glass, and when you handle these things, you've got to be very careful that you've got a tight hold on them. But again, if there were a fire back here in the corner somewhere, I'd stand here and lob this thing over to the fire, and hopefully it would put the fire out. Hopefully I don't breathe the vapors, and everything is fine from there. They're all the same, except for one that is like this. This is the same thing. It's a carbon tetrachloride extinguisher, but it's dressed up so that it is more visually appealing. You can see the link down here that's got the drop of solder on it. This is the pin. If this thing were hanging over a fire, this is a bottle of carbon tetrachloride. The difference in the others is that this acts kind of like a sprinkler head. We'll put this back in here. If you look at this container, you'll see weep holes right down here. So what happens, the link breaks the bottle, the carbon tetrachloride goes into the cup here and comes out these weep holes in a spray pattern. And again, it gives you the effect of a sprinkler system, and hopefully put the fire out.